Back. An IMF team is in Zimbabwe assessing the country's progress on implementing economic reforms. It's a step which could eventually lead to Zimbabwe's borrowing rights being reinstated. In a rare meeting next month, Zimbabwe will engage with its international creditors in an attempt to find assistance in clearing its debts, which amount to close to $2 billion.
Zimbabwe will meet with its creditors in October on the sidelines of the annual meetings of the Board of Governors of the World Bank Group and the International Monetary Fund. It'll ask for help in clearing its debt arrears from the world's most important multilateral agencies. The country is currently making token payments but says it needs help to pay off the $1.8 billion. This will allow it to access capital loans at concessionary rates. The governors' meeting will be held in Lima, Peru next month.
We hope to be able to have them on one platform and be able to put our case across. Now, when you ask the how long and so on, all those options is still too early. A lot of what we are talking about depends on the goodwill of the creditors.
The country believes it has shown political will in restoring its relations with multilateral creditors. An IMF team is in the country to review whether Zimbabwe has met its strategic economic benchmarks for June 2015. These include strengthening the banking sector and improving revenue collection and tax administration in the mining sector.
We have met both the quantitative and structural targets that we set out to meet by the end of June this year. But the review team, which is in the country, will report whether our assessment is correct or not.
The IMF says Zimbabwe's economic environment is challenging, but that policy measures could be taken to improve the climate.
Impact of low commodity prices, low capacity in manufacturing, the drought position. There's been some progress on labor reforms, which was also another constraint, I think, on the economy. And we hope that government will take the steps that have been articulated to us in terms of further reform.
The IMF is expected to announce its assessment of Zimbabwe's economic climate at the end of the week. Shingai Nyoka, SABC News, Harare, Zimbabwe.